Home Show.
Joe from Richwood, Texas has a question about a tired toilet.
It's an oldie but a goodie, Tom.
Yes.
Joe writes, water is running into the bowl and the tank occasionally will refill. I've replaced the flapper valve, tried a new plastic seat, silicone to the old seat, but to no avail. Tom, this toilet is 37 years old, and he says, I would hate to replace it. Is there some way to resurface to get a better seal on this flapper or the thing that stops the water coming through? Or am I missing something?
No, he needs to replace the flush valve, and it's not really a valve, but it is. It's what the flapper sits on. It's got a tube that goes up, and so it fills the bowl. If he's ever rebuilt a toilet, that's what you have to do, buy all new parts. Now, here's the thing that people don't want to do. You have to remove the tank from the toilet, which means you need new screws, new rubber washers. You have a whole different set of worms you're going to let out of this can, I guess is a good way to put it. So you have to have all the replacement parts because you're literally taking a shell of a toilet and rebuilding it with all the inside parts. That means a filler valve and flush valve and flapper, everything that matches, screws, washers, the rubber grommets to keep the tank from leaking. So that's what can happen, and you can do it. You just have to get the one that fits the toilet. Ford parts don't fit on Chevy cars. You need to get the right unit, okay? Mm-hmm. And people try to get one-size-fits-all flappers and stuff. They just don't work. You've got to get everything to match.
Well, what about the age of that toilet? I mean, is it...
If it still has the flushing action, it's, the water just runs through it. It's the valves that fill it. It's the valves that flush it. It's the flapper that seals it. That's where all the action happens, and the toilet just sits there like a pipe. And as long as it's not full of calcium deposits and it's flushing fine, it's not running, but the solids aren't going down, it doesn't have the right flushing action, then sometimes it's a problem. But if it's an old toilet you didn't want to get rid of, it might be one of those not low flush, but full flush toilets that we had back before the laws changed. And a lot of people don't want to get rid of those. And you can still get parts for them, so there's no reason to get rid of it. But you got to take it apart and rebuild it.
All right, fair enough. You got a question for Tom? We'd be happy to help you out. Here's what you do. Go visit HomeShowRadio.com. It looks just like this. There's a blue button right there in the middle of the homepage. You click on it. Takes you to this section where you can fill out your question and send it to us, and we will post a video to answer your question just like that. We do it every day, and so you'll find new ones at HomeShowRadio.com, our Facebook page, of course, our YouTube channel.